Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Raisa here from raisastarot.blogspot.com. I hope you guys had a wonderful week last week and made it through that powerful full moon that we had. And I feel that a lot of things have been cleared away from us in one way or another. Our hearts changed a little bit. We opened up a little bit more. We ascended a little in our levels of being able to send out love, to open up to love, to actually receive some love back from the people that are around us, the people that are there in place already to help us work on those emotions of love and hate, disappointment, things that really cause an emotional response out of us. So I do believe that for most of us, for the most part, we did work on that last week, whether on a conscious level or some subconscious level. What do you think? Should I bloop that out of here and start all over again? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, you know what? I'm going to leave it in there because truly this is how I am on a regular basis. Sagittarius. And that card is on the table as well. Alright, for this week I have already pulled the cards. I have been meditating for quite some time. As I was saying, we were working on love last week, and this week we're working on courage, on the courage to move forward in our lives, or backwards, or revisit something that we've left behind, if that is something that we need to work on. The thing of it is that regardless on how you feel, you usually manifest with your thoughts and your actions what your days are like, what the road ahead is like. The seeds that you plant today are the seeds that you will reap later. It's the harvest that you will reap later. The Empress is here as well on the table. We need to have courage in order to be able to move forward. To believe in our choices, no matter which direction we need to take in life. We're also wanting to leave some of the things behind. That's why we've been working so hard on evolving our own spiritual quest, our own path, following the correct path as opposed to running into blocks all of the time, because we're trying to push in one direction when in fact the divine plan is in another. And we are often finding that we run into blocks or doors that close and relationships that don't work, and then we wonder why not. We try to keep pushing and pushing in that direction because it's what our ego wants. It's what we feel that is right for us, when in fact there's something way better somewhere else, but it could be way off your path. I mean, it's a divine path, not yours. Not what you feel, not what you've studied, not what you think is what you're supposed to be doing. So if you keep running into those blocks in your life, into insurmountable mountains, that no matter how much you try to hack away at them, they just don't come down, it's because you're going in the wrong direction. So we need to have that courage and that self-love to know that there is a divine plan, that there is a better direction, that there is a light at the end of that tunnel. And if it's love that you're looking for, it will be there waiting for you. If it's a better job, if it's more prosperity, if it's peace in your life, it is there. It's there for all of us. We just need to, like I always say, let go and let God, because as above, so below. There is a divine plan for each and every one of us. And sometimes what we desire is just not right. It's not what the divine has planned for us. It's what our ego has planned for us. Oh, we want this car. We want that house. We want to have this dream. Well, no matter how much you want a dream, somehow it will not manifest. And it's because we're asking for the wrong thing in the wrong place at the wrong time. Everything will be revealed to us as we move forward in our lives. And as I finish this reading, then you will understand as to how Spirit would want us to do these things. So bear with me. If you guys would like a personal reading, as I always say, please check my links below. Check my blog site, raisastarot.blogspot.com, or you can write to me at raisashealingarts11 favorite number, at gmail.com. All right, let us proceed. Okay, in the middle of our reading, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is the father of the major arcana. He's the patriarch. He's the man that has all of the ducks in order. He has hacked away at that mountain. He has reached his throne at the very top of the mountain. He has order in his life. He has direction. He could be a very important person that some of you may meet within the next month or so. Because of timing, this represents March and maybe the beginning of April. For some of you, it could be a boss, a new person that steps into your place of employment. Could be your, I don't know, banker, someone that has some kind of interaction with you that exudes authority. A man that exudes control, power. A man that is very much in control of his life and always listens to his own authority. So perhaps you may even pick up some of these traits for yourself. Be the leader of your own life. Bring control and authority to how you move your life forward, on how you react. Bring stability into your life, because he's a very stable man. As you see, he's on a throne of stone. He has his scepter. He's sitting there. He doesn't have a lot of frilly things, but he is on top of a mountain, on a stone throne. That means there's no one that's going to move him off of his throne. So you're not going to be able to change this person's thoughts, the way that he acts, but you may learn from this person if it is in actuality a person. And if it is you, then you need to be firm in your decisions, in your life, how you want to proceed forward, and not let others kind of interfere in your life and change the way that you think or your path forward. Because like I was saying, there's our plan and there's divine plans, and others can put in their opinion, try to guide you or help you, and in some instances angels do put words in the mouths of others in order to set us on a path if we're just not seeing it correctly. Another may come along and say something to you that might ring a bell, that might bring back a memory or a thought of something that perhaps you wanted to do many, many years ago, but you have long dismissed it as a ridiculous thought or a ridiculous path, or I'll never make it, because the path less traveled is usually the one that holds that special gift for us, that holds that specific light that we're supposed to be following. But we're so afraid of taking that path on for fear that we will not be able to succeed, that we don't do it. We keep dismissing it our entire lives, and we miss our mark. We don't hit it, or we reach it in some incredible ways that is just, too far to fathom. But it does happen. Sometimes people will point you in directions that do mean something, even if you don't believe it. Try not to dismiss things that others may say to you, or if you meet a very important person, a male more than likely, because he will represent a male if it's someone that's coming into your life to help guide you in some specific way. Listen to the words, because whether it's in a direction that you want to go and the words are negative, then you need to listen, because that's not the right path. If the door closes, don't try to push it open. If the door opens, then it's something that you need to pay attention to. The card next to it, which is influences that are leaving us, is the Empress. The Empress is someone that manifests ideas, that brings abundance towards her. She's the mother of the major arcana. She's pregnant. So for some of you, you may hear of a pregnancy in your family, or people that you love, friends, someone that's very close to you, a young person, a beautiful young lady that will be pregnant, and you may be seeing her soon, within the next month or so. Show her lots of love and tenderness, because she will bring you happiness later. For some of you, it's a beautiful idea that's being birthed soon. It's a creative idea that you're coming up with, and it's in the gestation periods now, so it's just being formed in the subconscious mind, coming out into the conscious to manifest into the physical, which she represents the harvest. So it's the harvesting of an idea that is being born now, and through the Emperor, he may help either direct you into that position or into that idea, or help direct to make it more manifest, or help you turn into a different direction. Okay, so through him there will be some type of guidance, whether if this is an idea that's being born into your existence now. If it's a person, then there's someone that is going to become pregnant or is pregnant, someone that you will know or know. All right. The other card that is in the future that is manifesting for us is a wish. It's the wish card. This is the Nine of Cups. So you will be experiencing some celebrations, perhaps for some of you, through the person that is pregnant. She will be bringing some order and authority into her life now with the child. I know she's going to change her life, and you may be celebrating some with this person. If it's an idea that's being birthed, it's something that you have wished for. Perhaps it's more prosperity, more peace, a different direction, a new path that opens up for you, a creative idea. So there's something that you have been wishing for, and for some of you, you're on the right path. Now the card that's above you is the card of Sagittarius. It's the card of fire. It's the card of passions. Now the Sagittarian is a person that is very passionate and very impulsive. When they think of something, they try to manifest it very quickly, and then they work in a circular motion. They'll start a project here, do two things here, then they go to the next project and do one thing here, and they keep moving. They'll move in a circular motion all day long. So the energy is circular for a Sagittarian. For others that watch them, they think, wow, how exhausting. But it is just the way that a Sagittarian acts. So it seems like a nervous, I call it nervous energy. And people look at me like, what the hell is a nervous energy? It's me, nervous energy. Because when I get an idea or I want to do something, if it seems like it's a nervous thing, like I'm moving like this, but it's my energy, it's the way that I am, it's the way the Sagittarian is. So this card represents them because it's a blending of that nervous energy with peace and tranquility, which is something that and slowing down, which is something that is very hard for us to do. But this represents our guide. And this represents a guide for all of you that is above you, that is helping you. Okay, so this new idea that you're trying to come up with, or this new direction that you would like to take your life in, or would hope that you could go into, your guide is watching over you, and it's helping you manifest something, but there's also a patience and a moderation that you need to do, and a waiting at the moment, because the guide is helping you, and they're not going to allow you to go in a direction that's not good for you, because at this moment they're going to shut the door if it isn't what you need, and they're going to manifest people into your life that will help you, because perhaps you've come up with this wonderful idea and it sounds good in theory, but in actuality it could be a pipe dream, or it could be something that will not lead you anywhere in the long run, and they are not going to allow you to waste any time at the moment with whatever this idea is that you're trying to create. If it's not the right path, the guide is going to close the door. So just so you know, if you have an idea that you're trying to follow through with right now, continue, but be very patient, and you need to wait, because there's some information that is not revealed as of yet. And once you hear the information, it'll either set you on a different path, or you will continue down the path, because you will know if there is that light at the end of the tunnel that you can actually reach, whether you have to work hard at it or not, or if it's another direction you need to take. And you need to be very patient and moderate. Just blend, blend, blend. Dig for more information and try to blend your energy so that you're not moving forward too quickly, or so you don't miss the mark when it does appear. Okay? There is a message that's coming. This energy is right below us, so it's about to manifest. There's a message. And this message will either help you on this direction or set you on a different direction. So you have to be very patient at the moment, because there's a lot of energy moving things around, and they're trying to set us on the right path. But as you well know, there's divine timing, there's the divine plan, there's our plan and our timing, And, there's life. We have to work. We have to do things. We want to get ahead, but sometimes we don't know exactly what direction to take and how to kind of blend the paths together. And that's what this card is telling us, okay? There's two paths. There's two ways. There's, something that you want to do, something that you are doing. Then there's the divine plan. So by blending everything together in the right proportions, you will go down the right path. But you have to listen to your intuition, and you have to know that sometimes our ideas are not the right ones, and we need to wait, get advice, dig deeper, and to find out more information before you move forward. The message that's going to come through may help with that. Don't know what the message is. It'll come from someone younger. Perhaps if you have children, maybe there's another message. Hey, Mom, my BFF, my girlfriend, whatever, she's pregnant. We're going to have another grandchild or baby or whatever. You might get a message of pregnancy. For some of you. For others, it's about your idea. It's about a life path. It's about something else, or just a message that comes through for work or passion, something creative, something passionate. So be aware of that, because it's coming as well. I used for advice Wisdom of the Hidden Realms from Colette Baron Reid. And it tells a lot towards this. First of all, the card at the bottom of the deck, after I pulled the cards and shuffled and meditated, Sisters of the Seasons, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. Here it is again. Here we have the sisters. Right now we're in winter in this part of the world. And wherever you reside, you're in your season. You cannot rush through a season. You have to wait from the beginning to the very end of the season, and then a new one begins. And that's what this is telling us. The cycles of life, we cannot rush them. There's information that will come to us at the right time, in divine timing and in divine order. We can't go from one cycle to the next and skip 5 or 4 different steps that we need to take of growth, because it just doesn't happen. What you're going to do is fall on your face. Or end up in the hospital because you tried to rush things and you hurt yourself somehow. It's just an example. I'm just saying, I'm dramatic. So that is what this card is telling us. No matter what we want to do, we can't take any shortcuts. If you do want to do something, there may be millions of steps you need to take in order to achieve it. So the Sisters of the Cycles are telling you that right now it may not seem like anything is moving forward or going. You can't rush it. You have to take each step day by day. Temperance is also telling you not to rush, to slow down, to be moderate, to be patient, to not go in one direction or another too quickly. Otherwise, you're going to fail, and you'll have to backtrack and start over again. And sometimes that wastes years of your life. So wait, the timing is coming. The very next card tells us exactly that. The chess queen. Trust and strategy. Again, you need to listen to your intuition, and you need to trust that what you do is for a reason. There's a divine plan. There's divine timing as well. So all the moves that we're doing at the moment, they're going to lead us somewhere. But then there's our plan, and then there's divine timing and divine order and planning. So no matter what our strategy is or our movement forwards, if it feels like we're going in circles, it's because we're not following the divine plan. All right, there's another plan for us, and we will find it. We just need to take the steps that we're supposed to take. And through the words of others, through the actions, through messages, through intuition, you will be guided down the right path. And you have your guide behind you that's trying to protect you so that you don't go down the path that's erroneous. The web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. Again, we are all connected. And like I said before, others may come to guide you in a different direction that perhaps you hadn't thought about. It's not necessarily the right path. You just need to dig for information and make sure that that it's something feasible for you, that you are going in the right direction, even if it's something totally alien from what you've done up to now, or perhaps you're supposed to stay right where you are. There will be synchronistic events that happen. And if it looks like it's happening like magic, because someone says something and then you actually go somewhere and you meet somebody that has something to do with that subject or that thought or those words that someone spoke just out of the blue, and you think, wow, how synchronistic is that? There's a reason for that, okay? Don't rush. Just follow that line. Follow that thread, because we're all woven together like tapestry. Every one of us. So follow the thread if it seems like synchronicity is on your side and things are working like magic, because there may be a reason for that, all right? The Shadow Queen. Acquiring knowledge, insecurity, or manipulation. Be very careful, because others may inject ideas into your mind out of manipulation, out of trying to move you in a different direction for their own selfish gain, for someone else's selfish gain. So be very careful how you do things. The Shadow Queen is telling you that you're working in the shadows, that there may be people in shadows that are manipulating you. So be very careful for some of you. This doesn't apply for everyone. It is a general reading. You guys want a private reading? The messages will be specific to you. In this situation, it's very general. So I'm trying to give you all of the points of view of this card. That sometimes we're working in darkness. We're moving forward through intuitive guidance alone. The Shadow Queen is here to show us a way. See her little light? It's a crystal. She's holding it up to follow the compass, the divine guidance. All right? So you will be getting information by talking to the right people, by digging deep enough, whether that path that you're thinking of or that door that seems to be opening is the right path for you. It may not be at this time. But you will be acquiring some knowledge by asking for help, for assistance from divine guidance, so that you will know. Okay, you also have your guide that's telling you, wait, slow down. You're going to need to find out some more information, and when you do, it may set you on a totally different path. Or the path that you're going on now is the right one. You'll find out. We need to be very courageous. I find inner strength to face fear with confidence. For some of us, this new door that's opening is very scary, because it's something we've never thought of. It's something that takes a lot of work, but it could be the right path, and you will know when you dig for more information. So we need to be courageous, like the lion and the lamb, because it's what's being asked of us this week. To be courageous, to look at everything with a fine-tooth comb, dig deep, to make sure you found the right path, to make sure you know that you're going in the right direction, and be strong enough to change directions, to not fear the outcome, because fear is a killer. Excuse me. Now this card is from The Soul's Journey, James Van Praagh. This is digging deep into what we need to do this week. Be very, very strong, firm in our convictions. Courageous if we need to make changes. Don't fear the outcome, because that just brings negative energy into your path and you don't need it. I pulled some more cards. Messages from your angels. We got Francisca. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. So, for some of you, art is the way to go. Could be mine as well. I do love art and communication, which they've told me time and time again, that is your path. Arts and communication. Don't deny it. That's Gabriel. When he talks to me, that's what he says. I feel Gabriel is a male. Lots feel that Gabriel is a female, but angels are male or female. So when I speak about Gabriel, his energy feels masculine to me, as do the rest of the angels. At least the archangels. But anyway, let me get back to you guys. You have the power to change what you're viewing each and every day, whether you believe that or not. You paint your own pictures of your own life. What you feel, what you think, what you are is what you're manifesting. If you change those things, it will change. Your life does change. But it starts inside. It starts with loving yourself and being strong about your choices. And things do change. So you do have the power to change things if you don't like where you are right now. The angels will bring other things into your life to help you. Excuse me. Still have parts of the lingering cold and allergies and what have, so desire. Desire or desires. No conditions are unfavorable right now. Wait to look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. So for some of you, the things that you are wanting to manifest, or perhaps a person, the conditions are not favorable at this time. At this time, because you don't know all the information. So be careful the path that you're taking forward. Be sure that you want what you think you want, or that it is in divine timing or divine guidance. Because just because you think it's a good idea or a good path to follow doesn't mean that it is. Because you're being warned to wait, you're being warned to dig deep, you're being told that we're all working with divine timing and divine order. So you need to listen to that as well, and not just ego. You're also being asked to meditate, to do some yoga, to pray, to go out and exercise. For some of you that have not exercised in a very long time, or that started and then stopped, you need to spend some time working on your health. Exercising, meditating, doing some yoga stretches. It's essential right at the moment to make your choices and for peace and for your well-being. So if you do this, you wait a little bit, dig deep for more information. You may find that there's another path that opens up for you. There's something that's better that you may not have thought of in the past, you know, something that might come up. Alright guys, I do love you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I know it got a little long, but I had a lot to say. It's just the way it is this week. Know that I love you, and if you want to get a hold of me, there's links below that will take you to my site or to my email. Have a blessed week, and I will be getting out the rest of the zodiac signs. I think I've done like 6, so I'm going to get the other 6 done in the next couple of days, and my readings, personal readings, I'll be getting them done today. Alright, love you guys. Bye for now.